Sparte coming in already as a big old arcane mage on Team Blue. He's joined by, we got P-Blood, we got us Karma, literally Karma. Except Team Blue, the rest of them are not showing up, so we're gonna take a look at Team Red real quick. We got ourselves Black Sabbath playing, but I want to say is Assassination rogue with some, what daggers are those? I don't even know. Seavark hanging out as a big old, guess what spec he is, dude? I'd be surprised if it was Arcane or something. We got Shadow hanging out on a big old mount. We got the Fridge. The Fridge showed up for a couple of these duels. Hasn't had the easiest time in the world, but hopefully he'll have easier time. And Zap, the enhancement shaboy on Team Blue. To finish him off, we got also Big Daddy Kane, as well as Cerie. We got Cerie. That'll be just easier, honestly. Dab, dude. Who dabs? Who dabs in 2019, dude? It's the year end of a fucking decade, dude. Who dabs? I appreciate the meme, though. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. A Demon Hunter out of here. Get that Demon Hunter out of here, dude. The Shadow, you don't like him? Well, hopefully somebody gets him out of here. I'll let Team Blue decide if they do it. It's gonna be Sparte versus Zap. Sparte, as an Arcane Mage Master, already getting a big old tag onto Zap, already getting some mobility, and it's gonna follow up with a bit of an invis. Try to see if he can get around Zap. Zap is gonna, oh, not getting him. Oh, no, he does get slammed by the Polymorph, getting all the buffs stolen. Is Sparte gonna go for big blow to the enemy here? He's actually gonna re-poly. Blood of the enemy, is that what we're gonna see? Is gonna go for some cooldowns. Blood of the enemy right after. Arcane must fall. Actually, Grinding Totem coming down for Zap. Perfect opportunity for him to deal with some of the magic damage, but still getting smacked around by two Arcane Blasts to follow by Sparticle. Actually, huge defensive for Zap with that Grinding Totem. Sparte was not aware that was gonna happen. Interrupting Zap on a cast. Zap finally trying to get some mobility in. Is gonna try to go for a big old Blood of the enemy. Wombo one shot onto Sparte. Needs to get himself some heals. Being enhancement Shaboy, though, does not have any healing possibility whatsoever. Not even as good as Elemental Shaman. Capacitor next to Sparte, blinking away from it. Zap might just have to go in for the big old 1-all here. No, he goes down before he gonna set up. Sparte is just too mobile, expecting Ice Block out of Sparte anytime, anywhere, any place. That's gonna be Sabbath Black Sabbath next as he's opening up with a Rodent to Sparte, getting a Rupture into a Kidney Shot, and that's gonna be Assassination Rogue Wombo combo opener with a Crucible to follow up. Gonna be quite a bit of a challenge for Sparte to deal with. My music just doesn't want to play nice with me at all, does it? Music, you better play up. I got a great set of duels here. I need some tunes for the background, man. That's going to be a stoner to Sparte. Trinketing out of it. And that's actually going to be Sparte down a Trinket. Black Sabbath catch himself a little bit of restyle, although the dot with another Tempest is going to keep him out in combat for a little bit. He's trying to run out of smoke bomb, getting hit with a slow blow by Sparte. Immediately needs to shot us up next to Sparte in order to get any mobility. Does set a Crucible. Sparte is getting quite a bit of damage onto Black Sabbath. Does not want to use Vanish or Cloak of Shadows anytime soon. Continues to get slowed. Vanish coming out by the Rogue Sparticle. Gonna be down a Trigger for a little bit. It does go for an invis, which forces Black Sabbath to go for a bit of a fan. Shadow Step and Kidney Shot to Sparticle, but he has quite a bit of health on him. No Temporal available for Sparte right now, though. And that's gonna be a big old vendetta. Sparticle has a choice right now to go for Icebox or not. It's gonna see yet a Cloak of Shadows out of Black Sabbath as he tries to go for a Nova. Sparticle's actually out in the open. Black Sabbath got himself quite a bit of healing. Crucible's getting offensive. Sparticle does get at least some distance from Black Sabbath. It's gonna go stealing whatever buffs he can from him. Does Sparte run? He runs Blood of the Enemy. I was about to ask, like, what essence does Sparte run? He runs Blood of the Enemy. He's trying to go for any insta-cast abilities to give him as much health as possible. Short invis for a second. Garrote to open up by Black Sabbath. Might be an Icebox out of Sparticle. As we saw, Mark for Death coming out for Black Sabbath into a blind by Sparte. Is going to actually have Sparte fully DR'd. See, if he opens up on him, he'll have a Garrote. We'll have to wait for the Kidney Shot a little bit later, unless he waits out for the full 3 saps. Which he just might. How patient is this rogue going to be, though? Sparte is in a bad situation. Garrote coming out, waiting for the Kidney Shot right after. Kidney Shot does come in. It is a full kidney. Sparticle doesn't have a lot to really work with here. Maybe no. Did he have a Warlock Hellstone? Does get taken down by Black Sabbath, and Cerie is going to be the next Arcane Mage going up versus this Assassination Rogue. Normally, that is a fight that Assassination Rogue loses against Arcane Mage. But with the pillars, with how well he played his opener, with how much pressure he put into Sparte off the bat, you really do have some advantage. It's going to be Maledict out of Black Sabbath as Cerie trying to get some damage to the Black Sabbath. He's going to be able to sprint out and try to catch a bit of a reset. Nether Tempest is going to try to keep him in combat for a little bit longer though. If Cerie, oh, blinking back actually, but he does eat a Garrote in the opener. Knock up by the Arcane Mage. Black Sabbath looking to get a Shadow Step on top of it. Cerie Kelly could go for a bit of a setup right now. Trying to get a Shadow Step onto the Mage. Does get it. That's going to be a Rupture to follow. Does not follow up with the Kidney though. Letting those dots do the work. And it's going to be shredded by some Arcane Missiles as he heads behind the corner. Cerie Kelly making sure to get a full new set of Arcane Missiles right as he closes the gap. And that's going to be blinking on top of the Rogue. Mark for Death ready, goes for an Invis, trying to phantomize him out with a Nova to follow. Vanish coming out, a Black Sabbath just to get out of the mobility. Let's see how the Shadow Step. No Kidney Shot available for Cerie Kelly. Is going to hit him on the Maledict. Cloak of Shadows coming out by Black Sabbath though, as he's looking to catch himself a bit of a reset. These pillars are allowing him quite a bit of an opportunity to catch a reset. Maybe Cerie Kelly might be able to blink back. Does get to blink back. That's going to be some mobility for him. Slows for the Rogue to try to keep him out in the open. Needs to get another Tempest back up onto the Rogue immediately. Does land it and blink it away. Shadow Step might be available for Black Sabbath sometime soon. Does so sprint for a second. Mark for Death ready. Wants to go for a Shadow Step Kidney Shot. Smoke Bomb to follow. Is at least still going to be able to... Not going to be able to catch a full reset. Shadow Step from quite a mile away into Vendetta onto Cerie Kelly. Seeing if he might be able to force out. Oh my god. Not even... Why did Cerie Kelly actually ice block something earlier? Absolutely dumpstered that Arcane Mage. That was some crazy good damage. That was just a few Envenoms and down the Mage goes, just getting cleaved. Just in half. Black Sabbath got that surgical clean hit. What was that? That was incredible. 5 minutes in, though, 6% dampening rolling up. Hopefully Black Sabbath doesn't run into much trouble against Karma. Using his own Karma. Looking for the Rogue, though. Eyes are up, but nope. Well, eyes are up, but he's not looking around. Ain't using still getting sapped. That's going to be a Crucible opener, getting Karma to half-ish health, allowing Black Sabbath to get so much pressure in the opener. Not going to have the reversal on the Maledict either with reverse magic. So that's going to be Karma actually completing the Maledict and having to go for a bit of a port. Safety Trick can even get a force out of all those dots by Black Sabbath. That's a massive defensive. And Karma had to burn a wall here, and Black Sabbath simply just outran him. Garrote opener, looking for another Kidney Shot. Gonna be Alexia. Touch of Death. You should have Shadow Melt or a Vanish available for this one. And he's looking to get a Shadow Step onto Karma. Does he get the Shadow Melt? He actually goes for a feint. He locked out majority of the damage from the Touch of Death by Kidney Shot and Karma. And didn't even go for a Shadow Melt or nothing. Now if he needs a Vanish, he'll be good to go. But Karma still in there. Doesn't have a trick anymore. That is going to be Karma out of Karma. That's one last big defensive that Black Sabbath needs. He goes in for a Vanish and a Cloak of Shadows just to make sure he gets a full reset. 7 minutes in, he's surgically taking these guys apart little by little. Karma still has wall. Will need to pre-wall, and he bursts out of Black Sabbath. Black still holding on to him. A Trinket, however. Into a Kidney Shot. Onto Karma. Loading up with dots. Vendetta this time does not have the double Crucible to follow. Karma getting wall up and running, but there's going to be still lots of damage out of the Rogue. Fists of Fury are coming out. Does get to pre-feint those Fists of Fury. And this Karma trying to get away from the Rogue with Tiger's Lost, not letting him escape. Trying to go for a bit of an interrupt. That's going to be Incap. Does he hit a Trinket? He does not. Vivify spam for Karma. Going to be Trinket off of Alexia. Karma is out of all options right now. Another Kidney Shot. Probably going to be securing a kill for Black Sabbath. And looking to maybe just let the dots do work. Mark for Death and Venom. And comes back for the Monk. Just to take him out at the end. So much damage into his Eviscerates, man. Not even funny. Going for that Mage Food from Seawark. And Buddy Care. Big Buddy Kane is looking to give him a bit of an auto duel. It looked like this guy was naked for a second, but that's just the pants, man. I seriously thought he was naked for a second. 8 minutes, though. Black Sabbath. Going to be down a Trinket, down a Cloak, down a Vanish. That's most likely going to be a Deathstroke Warlock. I'll be surprised if that was Affliction or anything like that. Where is his pet? There he is. Pet is a nice distance away in case he needs to go for a bit of CC. Still looking away. Looking to maybe get a bit of CC. Well, that's Succubus Seduction onto Black Sabbath. Danikid should be able to at least walk away from the Rogue for just a moment. Looking to Shadow Fury lock him out. Oh, he's playing Affliction. Oh, he is literally Affliction. He just got some dots and a Maledict to follow onto Black Sabbath, and that's not going to be a Cloak of Shadows. Black Sabbath, if Big Daddy Kane has a bunch of proc trinkets and proc effects, he actually might be able to do something here. Dropping down that Guardian of Azeroth, going to be a wall as Black Sabbath is trying to get a setup, but a Fear is going to run him in the other direction for a second. Getting a shot to follow. The Guardian of Azeroth should be able to slap him on for quite a bit. If Black Sabbath can get himself a couple of UAs onto Or Daddy Kane could get some, oh, not even gonna matter. I was gonna say Daddy Kane can get some dots onto Black Sabbath, get the Dark Glare up. He's gonna have a Cloak of Shadows for all those dots either way. Gonna go for a bit of a vanish or a reset with a Shadow Meld and a Garrote to keep CC rolling on Daddy Kane. And just looking to catch himself a bit of a reset. Daddy Kane dropping down on dots quite heavily. Black Sabbath does not have a Cloak of Shadows. Probably gonna wait for that vanish. Big Daddy Kane won't have a trinket or anything. He's actually out of all cooldowns. Mark for Death and Venom might be enough to take him down. Horror Effect coming out though. And it's gonna lock out Black Sabbath, interfere with a Drain Life to follow, getting quite a bit of health. But our Crucible is gonna pressure him yet again. Trying to go for an interrupt on the Shadow Fury. It looks like he's not gonna be able to. Black Sabbath looking to maybe get away actually. But does Big Daddy Kane even get to survive with that one drain of life? He barely has any health. The dots are still rolling on the guy. He's barely hanging in. Barely surviving. A sliver of health is all he gets. Going for a bit of a mage food. And the rogue did get himself a full reset. That's over, man. That's game. If he can go for Succubus CC, that might be something. Does have a trinket for it. He does have a trinket if needed to. But Big Daddy Kane is just thinking of walking out of there, man. Shadow Fury, just to get a CC onto Black Sabbath, getting some dots. Needs to go for a bit more kiting spree, man. Does have a horror effect for this one. Could cloak it if you wanted to. Fear to follow with a haunt. As Daddy's finally trying to get himself up at a little bit of damage. It's a little weird calling this man Daddy. Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane. Dude, he's struggling. Needs a Warlock Hellstone immediately. Black Sabbath barely taking damage from all those dots, man. Affliction Warlock dots used to be good. But I don't know what happened. A couple dots on Daddy Kane, and it looks like he might be down for the count. One Mutilate, that's all he needs, and down he goes. One Mutilate is all it took. And P-Blood is going to just rush at Black Sabbath before he can catch a reset, getting hit with a kidney shot. Is he playing Assassination or is he playing Sub? Looks like he is playing Assassination himself, getting a full kidney shot. No, Subtlety, he's actually getting a full kidney shot onto Black Sabbath. He has a trinket available against a Sub Rogue if necessary. Cheap shot to follow. Big investors are coming out for P-Blood. But that's going to be a safe trinket for Black Sabbath, using Crucibles offensively against P-Blood. Evasion coming out for both of the rogues. P-Blood came out with his evasion a little bit early. Getting hit with a kidney shot, trying to get a shadow step around Black Sabbath for his moment. But Black Sabbath is going to use the sprint just to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. Blood, the Sabbath, they're just going to have to go up against one another. Blind or the Blood, but he's not going to trinket it. Sabbath was really hoping he would go for a trinket right here. That's a perfect opportunity for Sabbath to go for a full reset. Might have Vendetta. Cloak of Shadows available as well. It's going to open up with a Garrote, Rupture, Kidney Shot into Blood. Could trinket out of it as a massive Vendetta is going to hit him. Really does not want to use that trinket ever. Safety trinket procket for Blood. That's going to be a vanish for Sabbath right now. Got out of there scot-free without dots. Has line of sight of Blood. Blood might need to go for a bit of AoE here to see him. That's going to be a few stabs. Garrote to follow Blood. Perfect opportunity for him to turn the damage around. The Sabbath going to trinket it. He does trinket it, but Blood is super low in health. Blind onto Sabbath. Blood barely escaping out of it. He has to get himself a self-heal immediately. He's actually might just die to the dots. Sab onto Sabbath, but his health is still in a critical condition, using Crucible to stabilize just a little bit. It's his game to win. If he has any offensive cooldowns, Sabbath is done for. He's got his Orc Racial available. That's going to be cheap shot. If he can land those stuns perfectly, one eviscerate, another cheap shot, second eviscerate, third cheap shot. Does he get it? He does have enough to take down Sabbath at the very end. That Assassination rogue went for a 1v4, taking everybody out, and Fridge is going to run up to the eye. Not going to let Blood get any resets. Well, him being a rogue, he's going to let him try to catch some resets. Lexub, though, is going to be in the open. Or Fridge is going to get himself a full Fist of Fury with the boys, the images. Oh, Blood has right now a sprint to try to run away from his troubles. Getting an eye Blood onto Fridge with a kidney shot, thinking maybe he might be able to get a trinket out of the guy. Blood holding on to Vanish if things ever really go truly bad. Evasion coming up very, very soon. Might have to Vanish here. Super low in health. Vanish coming out, but he barely has any health. And the Fridge does not have enough damage on him to finish him off. No damage over time, no nothing. 50% dampening. The healing is going to be basically nigh impossible. Blood is going to have a very, very hard time here. He is going for mage food immediately. Having Sparte as well as the other mage on his team does give him mage food to work with. The Fridge tried to see if he can find a corner. Almost. He went for a global to set up a port, and Blood does Shadow Step right behind him, landing that sap regardless. Even with the eyes available. Fridge still has a trinket if needed to. Gonna be in cap immediately as Blood does get Nightblade in, but he does also turning around with a cheap shot onto the Fridge. Gonna go for a kidney shot to follow. Fridge does have a touch of death onto Blood. It is gonna do some damage, but evasion, oh my god, still did so much damage. Crucible to follow. Or the Fridge getting right back in there, not letting Blood go. And does take them down. The boy came back from Sabbath, obliterating the whole enemy team. Sabbath got it going on, man. Woo, god damn. Alrighty, we got ourselves Boris. If anybody else got a group, you guys are more than welcome to let me know as well.